Your law firm could be losing up to $1 million per year. Today, let's decode how we can stop that from happening. Let's dive right in. So, we've mapped the entire intake process of a business law firm and found 8 places where revenue walks out of the door. This is how most law firms handle intake and where it breaks. This is a fancy looking chart that will just go in deep detail right now. So, this is the entire intake process. I'll just explain what this is first before I dive into the steps individually. This is a swim lane diagram. Swim lane, think of if you've gone swimming, you see different lanes. These exactly are those lanes, and each lane has a specific actor. For example, here we have prospect. All actions of the prospect will be captured here. Then we have our law firm, our traditional law firm, or rather the default approach that most law firms take up to even till this date. This is recorded in March 16th 2026. Even because this analysis I've not just done using Claude, I have actually taken a law firm that I was reaching out to and I was auditing and diagnosing their business and came up with these conclusions. So sure, this is the default state of how law firms operate in 2026, or most law firms operate in 2026. And then we have a automation layer. Now, first, let's see what is happening realistically when a prospect enters your ecosystem and wants to book a consultation with you. So they first discover your firm. They can do it through Google, referral, directory, or LinkedIn. Then what usually happens is they come up to your website and they have two options. They have a decision to make rather. They either make contact or they leak. They either fill the entire intake form, the entire consultation form that you have on your website. Most law firm websites, I won't be opening one. I just don't want to name call. I would much rather explain you the concepts without name calling any particular website or any particular law firm. However, what happens is that you have a scheduling consultation button. People click on that and then they are presented a form that which type of consultation do you want to take, where are you from, etc., etc. So the lead can either choose to take action, which is they make contact, they fill out the form, or they will be like, okay, this form is too cumbersome, I'm just going away. So this is one major leak that happens in the current process. And then if they do leak here, then there is no capture mechanism usually, and lead is gone forever. The lead doesn't touch you anymore, or you have no way to contact that lead anymore. Then after they have made contact, they have filled the form, so you actually receive inquiry. This is the law firm lane. Now you guys receive inquiry. If you can respond within 5 minutes, then awesome. Your conversion rates increase significantly, up to 10 times, if you can respond to the lead within 5 minutes. If no, then the leak goes away to either a competitor or they just don't bother. After you have responded, moving further, all these leaks are where money is leaking, and I'll go in detail in terms of how much dollar amounts are you leaking. The 1 million number, it's not just a fancy number that I came up with and that would look good on a YouTube video. It's more about showing you all the leaks first, and then we will isolate all these leaks and have a dollar number for every particular leak, so that you're going away with this video with something tangible. You're not going away in this after this video seeing, oh, this guy, he gave me 8 leaks, he suggested a fix, but I actually don't know what dollar amount each leak was, how costly the solution was, etc. So I'll give all of you later in the video. First, let's just identify the leaks. Then once if you respond in 5 minutes, awesome. If you don't, you have high chances of the lead leaking again. Then we have our initial intake conversation. If it's a good fit for you, then we schedule a consultation for them. If it's not a good fit, then the prospect gets dismissed. Here is another leak where most lawyers either forget, most law firms either forget assigning a referral and a relationship is lost, which could be super beneficial in the long term. Let's say if you're referring, if you have a business law firm and you're getting cases that don't exactly fall into your ecosystem, then you might refer some other firms and build your relationship that way. And through reciprocity, you might receive deals that way. So we also need a clear system that captures that thing happening. Then let's say they're a good fit, consultation gets scheduled, the confirmation gets sent manually. If the lead shows up, awesome, but they have a chance to leak here also. They have a chance to not show up. And for when they don't show up, then there is usually no follow-up sequence. Lead might not show up due to several reasons. However, our job is to extract the maximum juice out of our system. Meaning, our job is to do the best that we can. Meaning, if someone didn't show up, we need to have sequences in place that maximizes them booking a consultation with us, because that leads to a closed sale for us. Then, if they do show up and the consultation happens, if the lead is ready to engage, then there is a manual engagement letter that's been sent. This is another leak where we can use automation to reduce the cognitive load from someone who is filling this, and time, which for law firms is extremely useful, because build hours is your operating model. So the more number of hours you can save on lower level admin tasks, the more hours you can dedicate on higher level attorney tasks. Anyhow, so manual engagement letter gets sent. Then there can be another two more leaks that can happen here, which is that the prospect might say that they need time, and default approaches no particular or no systematic or no automated follow-up sequence, where again we can leak leads, or they might not be a fit, and again we are missing the referral opportunity where we can say, okay, we have talked to you in detail. Now, after discussing in detail, we realize that you're not a good fit for our law firm, but we can still refer you to someone else. Again, that relationship opportunity is missed. Moving further, if we have sent them a manual engagement letter and they do sign, then they either onboard or they don't sign the engagement letter. And again, we don't have, or rather the default approach is that there isn't a follow-up sequence for unsigned leads, or automated sequence for unsigned leads. Another opportunity where leads can leak, and this one will hurt the most, because you've done a lot of work, you've spent a lot of hours catering to the prospect, and at the last moment if they leak, because we didn't have, not because we didn't have a follow-up sequence, but we still want a dedicated follow-up sequence, automated follow-up sequence, so that we reduce the amount of leads that leak all across the year. If they do sign, they become a client and this loop gets closed. So we basically talked through the entire intake process of a law firm in simple terms. Now you have a good idea. Now you have seen how many leaks appear in the entire process. Now, how much are these leaks actually costing you? There is a dollar figure for every single leak. First leak is prospect finds your firm but leaves without acting. Prospect knows about you, but there is no capture mechanism. The lead can just go forever. So here, what happens is, according to what I have done in these calculations, is I have stuck to the audit that I've done for an actual firm and reasonable estimates. Nothing crazy. Keeping it as reasonable as possible so that because if I didn't do this, then you will not have any dollar number. You can't visualize the quantum of or the magnitude of issue that these leaks will have on your existing system. So, prospects finds your firm but leaves without acting might be costing you up to $4,000 per month. How? According to First Page Sage's 2025 analysis, the average law firm website converts around 2 to 3%, which is okay, normal. That means 96 to 98 out of every 100 people who find your firm leave without a name, an email, or a phone number. Gone forever. This is a massive leak. Esquire's interactive legal marketing benchmarks show that 50 to 70% of law firm website visitors bounce after showing a single page. 76% leave if the site doesn't give them enough information about the firm upfront. Here's what that means in dollars. If your site gets 3,000 visitors per month at a 3% conversion rate, that is 90 leads. This is super reasonable. For some of you, this might be higher. This might be 5 to 10,000 visitors per month because you're also paying for your SEO, you're paying your marketing agencies to advertise you, you are paying marketing agencies to rank higher on organic traffic, etc. But let's say 3,000 visitors is what you see on your landing page. Now, if we can improve the capture percentage of leads just by 1%, that is 30 additional leads per month. 30 additional leads into 40% consultation rate is 12 consultations, which is 4,000 in revenue recorded per month. Very simple. Like if 30 additional leads we can generate by front loading their capture. Instead of them visiting your website and they don't have any way to enter their contact information up until the very last, which is very usual. Let me just give you an example of what this looks like. So this is a landing page for someone who doesn't have a law firm, but imagine this is schedule a free consultation. Now, for most people, what happens is you click on this and then it keeps asking them for information such as what case is this, where are you from, etc. And at the very end, people ask for contact info. However, if we can front load that, we are offering prospects something in return, which is a free consultation. In return of that free consultation, we can capture their contact info, their name, email, phone number, have this directive straight away. So something like this, if it increases your capture by 1%, 1% of 3,000 is 30 additional leads per month. If 30 additional leads at a 40% consultation rate, if these 30 additional leads consult at 40%, we have 12 consultations each month, and at 7,500 average matter value, that amounts to roughly 4,000 in recorded revenue per month. That's 45K in additional revenue per year from traffic you are already generating. All of this, the entire sales system that we have here, it's for traffic that you're already generating. If you're not generating traffic in the first place, this is not for you. This is a sales system that is beneficial for most small to mid-sized law firms ranging from 10 to 50 employees. If you're generating traffic, this is just money that you're leaving directly on the table. What change is required? Front load your contact info as opposed to backloading it, or not even, as opposed to backloading it basically. Okay, let's close this. Okay, then firm doesn't respond within 5 minutes. This is a massive leak. This Again, I'll just leave the slide to you. I'll drop this link. You can go through this, go through all these stats, etc., if they make sense. But the crux of this is that we should give our lead an option to book a consultation directly. No need to do back and forth where you submit your details and then we'll reach out to you. No, we can just front load the consultation by having you must have seen Calendly or cal.com, where they can just directly book the consultation then and there itself. This just saves everyone so much headache. Now these might look simple fixes, but yeah, business isn't super duper complicated. Sales systems aren't super duper complicated. This, if you look at this from a distance, this might look super complicated. It's not. It's just a linear progression of events, and everywhere where we notice that there is an opportunity to reduce leads leaking, we just plug it through automation. And though these automations, again, don't need to be fancy automations that you see on YouTube with several nodes. They just have to be simple and clean. They just have to be simple and clean. Most of these will be linear and short. This might be the longest one. So it's more about the hard work is capturing this system as simply and linearly as possible, and then devising clean automations that work all the time as opposed to something fancy. Then we have leak 3. Coming back to the leaks, a disqualified leak walks out with no referral made. This, we can simply have something in the lines of a status in our CRM, where we basically, let's say this is the lead that booked the consultation, and we realize that, okay, this person is not a right fit for us. We can simply update their status to referral, and our automation will capture their status change through a webhook, and we will immediately inform our lead that we have referred you to this particular attorney. These are those attorney details, and we'll directly email our referral attorney. Again, simple automation, but it keeps everything in your system. It is not verbal. It's not just in the air. If you maintain systems like this, if you show professionalism exactly like this, then you have that reciprocity coming in from the law firm that you're continuously referring. Okay, this one is fairly simple, that we build a referral status inside our CRM, and we have an automation that as soon as someone is being referred, all that the attorney has to do is go inside the CRM, go inside the particular lead, and say, okay, consultation was booked. Let's move them to the referral stage. In the referral stage, this needs to be added information here. Which attorney are we referring to? What's their email? What's their phone? And that is it. The automation will run every single hour and capture any status changes regarding to referral. And as soon as they do, they'll immediately fire email to the referral attorney and to the prospect with the referral attorney's details. Then we have prospect no-shows, no recovery attempt. This is critical, that prospect booked a meeting. This is annoying, first of all, for every single business that is in existence, or rather every single call booking business, such as agencies, professional law firms, professional services, basically law firms, accounting firms, anyone who has a call coaching firms, anyone who has a call booking sequence, and people don't show up after all the effort that you've done building out systems for them to come to your call. We need one more system that if they don't show up, then a follow-up sequence gets triggered instantly. Without that, we are losing up to $2,500 per month. Some of these numbers will be higher for people or for law firms that are getting more traffic. Here is the breakdown for you to see. Then we have consultation happens, not a fit, no referral tracked. We've covered no referral tracked above. Then we have engagement letter drafted manually every time. This is another pain point, although it might look like it's just costing me $1,000 per month. However, this is time that can be invested in higher leverage activities such as directly fulfilling for your clients or servicing your clients, as opposed to doing the admin work regarding servicing your clients. This can be fully automated, and I'll just show you how we've done that. Then we have prospect needs time, no follow-up sequence. This is far later in your journey where prospect has attended the consultation, you have invested time and energy, but they say that they need time and we don't have a dedicated follow-up process for that. We need that so that we can avoid this massive revenue leak every single month. And finally, engagement letter sent goes unsigned and no follow-up sequence. Before I come to the system, let's look at the full picture, what this is costing you every year. So leak 1 is costing us around 4,000, leak 2 is costing us around 27k, and this entire thing, these all 8 leaks are roughly costing us 85 grand every single month. That amounts to over $1 million every single year. Further, there is no additional marketing spend required, no new leads needed, just a system that captures what you're already generating. Okay, so how to fix these costly leaks? We plug each leak through automation, specifically 8 workflows inside NA10 and 1 inside Cal.com. So returning back to our workflow diagram, every leak that we see here, we try to plug through an automation. First one is when someone discovers your firm and they decide not to take action, we can plug that leak by having a contact capture pop-up. As soon as they want to click on something like schedule a free consultation, because we're offering them something for free, we can collect their contact information upfront, so that in case during the filling of or during scheduling the consultation, in case they drop off due to any reason whatsoever, internet issues, they get busy, they get a call, life happens, we don't lose their contact info. We can actually contact them and ask them that you were about to fill this form and something happened, etc. Would you like to fill it right now, so that we're not leaking leads. Then once they submit their form, if they don't submit their form, then if they don't decide to even submit their form here, then we can't do anything. That it's as simple as that. But if they submit their form, then their information is directly uploaded in our CRM. We don't have to manually type their details, we don't have to manually update their status, nothing. CRM is just fully automated in our process. Then once they complete the form, basically after they have uploaded their contact details, then what will happen is they'll have to fill out their details. Let's look at something like Cal.com, where they will have to fill in their details. This will get auto-populated, but their company name, what's the legal issue, how urgently do they need help, etc. As soon as they fill their form, if they fill their form, Cal.com sends them a confirmation instantly. If they don't fill their form, then our automation triggers a reminder. If within 1 hour of opening this form they don't fill it due to any reason, their life gets busy, etc., then we have a automation that basically basically follows up with them that you showed interest in taking interest in our legal services, and we basically have automation to remind them that they need to fill that form. Once they fill the form, then we send them a confirmation instantly. Then to improve show updates, we send them two more confirmations 24 hours before the call, 1 hour before the call, so that we just max out our show updates. New opportunity automatically gets created in CRM. Right now you might not see one. This is a demo, but let me see. Basically anyone, if they book a call, then they are immediately captured here in CRM inside their consultation book. Don't get too lost in the details of the CRM. Every legal firm might have a different way of capturing this, but this is a basic sales CRM, and a lot of things will hold common with you. This can be replicated in literally any CRM that you use, even in Google Sheets. However, I won't recommend it. I would rather recommend a dedicated CRM. Okay, so as soon as new opportunity gets created, our intake manager is instantly notified. As soon as a new consultation comes in, instant notification receives to the intake manager, and this includes prospect details and qualification answers, so that the intake manager can assign the right attorney for the job. This is where a human in the loop thing, I think it matters. I've seen a few people that they will directly, based on the opportunity, assign opportunity owners just using AI. Not that it's not hard to build, it's actually very simple to build, but you also need human in the loop systems here. It's not every single leak you just click a button and automations fire automatically and get resolved. We don't want to be there yet. Not that we are not there yet, we don't want to be there yet. We want human in the loop systems where intake manager gets notified, okay, this is the opportunity, assign an opportunity owner based on availability. Then they assign them, and then we move on to our next set of automations. So this whole chunk is useful in not leaking leads initially. Then we have one automation for referrals, where either the referral is not a fit initially or after consultation. They're not a fit. Either way, our referral automation fires. All that your team has to do is just mention, okay, Sam, we've booked the consultation, but yeah, this lead is, let's say it was consultation booked. This lead has we have talked to him, but he's not a fit. So all you have to do, click on referral, enter referral attorney email and referral attorney phone, and we are good to go. The automation will capture the info. Then what other automations do we have brewing here for you? As soon as consultation is scheduled, we want, this is the only workflow automation that is outside of NA10. Otherwise, 8 workflows we've created here. This is these are simple call reminders, 24 hours before, 1 hour before. For some people, for some firms or some businesses, it might be useful to send information here, valuable information for the prospect to prepare for the consultation, such as a frequently asked question list, or even better, a frequently asked questions Loom video explaining, okay, this is what you need to do to just improve customer experience more. That can be done. Otherwise, reminders are just like the default thing to increase show up rates for your prospect. And this can be done on email and SMS both, not just email and WhatsApp both, not just email, WhatsApp, and voice agents also. You can even call them. But for the sake of this demonstration, I wanted to keep things as simple as possible. Yet I also want to inform you what is available. What I would recommend is obviously have email and WhatsApp reminders in place, and then test them, test the system, and then see, okay, is this actually improving my revenue? Yes, it is improving my revenue. Can I squeeze out more? Do I need a call agent here? For certain cases, that might be super useful. For personal injury lawyers who, let's say, someone urgently needs them, but it's outside their operating hours. It's let's say late in the night, etc. Then voice agents are absolutely, they are essential in a way, that okay, a voice agent can handle the conversation instantly. Okay, this is your case. If it's applicable, the voice agent can guide the prospect into what their next steps should be. If it's not applicable, then it can guide accordingly. In 2026 you have everything. You generally, we're living in great times now. All right, returning back to this workflow. So show up sequence triggered. Once consultation scheduled, this is simply cal.com. It's easy, nothing crazy. Then when they show up, if they if the consultation happens and they don't show up, then we have another email automation sequence that just shows empathy towards them. Again, we can design it to optimize for improving no shows to consultations booked, but the gist of it is that okay, we do have automation in place that reminds them, okay, life got busy, you were not able to make to the call. If you would like to rebook, here's the link. As simple as that. It's nothing too fancy. It's just okay, you missed your consultation due to XYZ reason. Here is the consultation link again. Feel free to book again. Just doing that increases show up rates. Show up rates increases more consultations to your firm. More consultations to your firm leads to more engagements, which leads to more revenue. Okay, so this show up gets treated. Then this is another important one. The consultation has happened, the prospect is ready to engage, but instead of sending a manual engagement letter, what we are instead doing is that the attorney fills a consultation form. Takes 2 minutes for the attorney to fill that form, and then based on that form, we auto generate our engagement letter, something like this, where the attorney fills, let me show it to you directly. Attorney fills a form. This can be hyper specific to the details that you need, but for demonstration purposes, let's say this is the info. Attorney fills it, submits this information, and then we use AI and our CRM to capture the lead and create an engagement letter. We have a human in the loop here with a lot of reps and with productized services. We might be able to remove the review process altogether, but I like keeping another human in the loop here, where as soon as the proposal letter gets generated, then whoever has to send that proposal, in their draft they get an email saved directly. In their draft they get an email saved, so that again it reduces cognitive load, time, effort, whoever it has to send to. And it clearly says that okay, after you've reviewed your engagement letter, add the e-signature and basically upload this. With PandaDoc, with certain softwares, you can add the e-signature directly inside the software, etc. But that isn't that big of a deal. What I want to emphasize here is that there is still a review process. It's not just blindly AI is generating everything and we are shipping it. No. AI is generating a proposal, and then we are saving the engagement letter copy inside our email, and we are sending a Slack message directly to the opportunity owner that it's time to review this engagement. You filled the form, now it's time to review. Once the letter is sent digitally for e-signature, and if the prospect does not sign due to some reason, again life gets busy, we have another sequence to make sure that they do. Now I have shown you this entire diagram. I'll link this also in the video so that you can go through this at your own pace, play around with this, see where your sales system is lacking. It might happen that there might be some automations that you've built, some automations that you can build, and this diagram will just help you capture that. Cool. Inside NA10 we have clean workflows. We don't do I don't like complicated stuff here. I like to build this out in a way that when the law firm or the legal team is using this, they don't feel like, oh my god, what alien software is there. They're not bombarded with complicated automations. So we just have it nice and clean. I have shown you quite a few of these already as I was discussing this, so I'll not dig in any further, but let me see if there is any merit. I'll just loosely cover them so that you can at least see what's happening. So initially there is a contact capture when a pop-up happens. As soon as they enter their contact, their information is captured by this webhook. Then we either update the lead or create the lead so that we don't have duplicates. In case someone has already booked before and they're booking again, we don't want multiple records of the same person. We just want to update their contact information. That is it. This is what's happening here. Then we have booking confirmed. As soon as someone books the consultation, here an opportunity is created in your CRM. That consultation has been booked, and then a message is generated in your Slack directly. You can have something like this: new consultation booked, name X, etc., etc. So that whenever a new consultation is booked, immediately you're informed. Then cold lead recovery. In case they did not book a consultation, then what we will do is we'll basically schedule a trigger every hour when we see new leads, and a lead will enter your CRM as soon as they fill in their information. But if they've not booked a call and it's been more than 1 hour, then we will start sending them automated emails to nudge them towards booking a consultation. We'll do that 2 times, etc. So this is what this particular automation is capturing. Referral automation. Anytime we refer someone, then the attorney who is being referred gets informed, and the lead gets informed too. No-show recovery. If someone didn't show up, then we capture that information from the CRM. All you have to do is basically go to the lead and say, seemed like a nice guy, but he didn't show up. You put this information in. As soon as you do put this information in, our webhook captures this, that okay, this guy, he didn't show up. Now, based on that, let's send them automated emails so that we increase our no-show to consultation booked rate. Engagement letter generator, this I've already shown you. Post-consultation nurture sequence. Once someone has attended the consultation but they are still I'm still thinking about it, I still need time, then we have another automated sequence that pushes them or nudges them towards booking an engagement with you through empathy follow-ups, through objection handling follow-ups, through case studies. This can be basically systemized according to this can be formulated according to your situation. Whatever case, if it's a business law case, then let's say business law case study of a similar case gets presented to them, that okay, here is more proof that we have solved this issue for this person who was in your exact shoes, etc. And finally, we have, if someone does not sign the engagement letter, then we have a full sequence for that. Awesome. Now you know how to fix these costly leaks. I'll mention all the resources in the description. This document, this workflow, so that you have full information on what is costing you money. Next, what is your next step? I would urge you to book a free AI audit if you want to see where automation can plug the leaks in your business. Again, using the link in description, this will be the first link in description. This is something that I recommend to a lot of business owners. Although I specialized in sales and ops systems, I do recommend getting a AI audit. Either if you are already clear, okay, Sayam, I'm already clear that my sales system has clear leaks, just do an audit for that, and then we'll talk further how to plug leaks in your existing sales systems. But some business owners, they don't have a clue where to get started, which is fine. AI can be overwhelming. In that case, I recommend that get a full business audit done. Get on the call. Full business audit, it looks like, oh my God, my entire business, but it's actually just 3 functions, which is your marketing, your sales, and your fulfillment. So we dive deep into all 3. Understand which is a higher priority. Is it your marketing efforts? Is it your existing sales systems? Is it your existing fulfillment systems? For everyone, it will be different. For some people who are not getting enough leads, it definitely has to do with marketing. For people who have enough leads, but they are taking forever to fulfill on them, or they're caught in admin and ops tasks, for them, it will be sales and ops systems mostly. So an AI audit will just help you out. Understand, okay, this is how AI and automation can help me. This is the amount of revenue it could unlock. This is the amount of time it could save. All right, I know it now. Now let me take the next step. As opposed to, it's the AI hype and Sayam just showed me a cool sales system. Let me invest in my sales system first. But I don't even have enough leads flowing in. So you don't want that also. Awesome. Thanks for going through this with me. Happy to educate you. Until next time, I'll see you. Bye-bye.